guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do 1.2 Who's the greatest. Now let's start. It's your English textbook 6th standard. Emperor Akbar or Akbar the Great is known as one of the greatest rulers in the world, not just because he had a vast empire, a very strong army, he untold wealthy, but because he was a good human being. He cared for his subjects and he had great respect for scholars, writers, poets and artists belonging to different religions. He was a patron of art and culture. The 9 gems or Navratans in 9 gems, Bilbil was the closest to the emperor's heart. But Akbar loved to pose interesting questions or problems in his court, and Bilbil never failed to come up with an equally interesting answer. We do not know whether all the Akbar and Bilbil stories that we hear today have any basis in history. They have been handed down over generations, mainly by word of mouth. Here are 2 of them. One day the emperor entered the court with a very serious expression on his face. As soon he was seated, he said, "I have a question for all of you. What should be done? What should be the punishment for someone who pulls my mustache?" The court was stunned. Pull the emperor's mustache? It was unheard of. Flog him. Give him 50 lashes of the whip, explained one nobleman. That's not enough. Put him in jail without food and water, said another. Whip him, beat him up, hang him, cut off his offending hands. The again courtiers began to cry out. Only Bilbil was silent. He was even smiling a little. What do you say, Bilbil? What is your opinion? In my opinion, O giver of peace to the world, the offender should be given his favorite sweetmeats. Raja Bilbil, are you out of your mind? Give sweetmeats for such a grave offense? The courtiers began to say Bilbil smiled and offered an explanation. Yes, who would be so bold to pull as to pull the emperor's mustache? Only his own grandson? When Akbar heard this, he burst out laughing because that is exactly what had happened in the morning. On another occasion, Akbar was relaxing with some of his courtiers. A few of them thought this is a good opportunity to shower praises on the emperor and get some favors from him. They began to compete with each other and praising Akbar. You are the greatest of the kings. You are the greatest of the kings or emperors that ever lived on the earth. You are the greatest of all the people in heaven or earth. You are great as God Almighty. You are the greater than the God Almighty. Now Akbar was no fool. He did not care for false praises. He stopped and the courtiers and asked, Do you all believe so? Yes, they answered in one voice. All right then. Prove it to me. Tell me at least one thing that I can do, but God Almighty will not be able to do. Otherwise, you will all incur the royal displeasure. You have till tomorrow morning to prove it. Akbar then left the place without another look at the courtiers. They were in a proper fix. They thought but could not think as any such thing. In the end, they went to Birbal. When Birbal heard their story, he told them not to worry. The next morning, the court was full. Everyone was curious to see what would happen next. Well, said the emperor, have you found a good answer to my question? Or are you ready to leave the court forever? Just then, Birbal stepped forward and bowed low. Please do not be angry with those who think you are the greater. There's certainly at least one thing that you can do, but the God Almighty cannot. Akbar looked at Birbal thoughtfully. And what is that one thing? When you want to punish someone, you can banish that person, you can throw him out of your kingdom. But God's kingdom extends everywhere. The Almighty cannot banish anyone from his kingdom. Akbar's face was lit up with a smile. That was very clever, Birbal, while showing how I have an advantage. You have also shown that God is greater. I believe you. Akbar was pleased with the answer. Thus, he forgave the courtiers for their stupidity. Now here I have some dictation words on this chapter also. So I will show you the dictation one paragraph, one by one paragraphs. Okay, now in first paragraph, dictation words are emperor, scholar, scholars, writers, poets, artists, religions, patron, navratans, 9 gems, Birbal, interesting, equally, basis, history, generation. These two paragraphs have this much. Now third paragraph, serious expressions, punishment, mustage. And fourth, stand, flog him, 50 lashes, explained, nobleman. On the next page, offending, agitated, courtiers, opinion, offender, favorite, sweetmeats, offense, explanation, grandson, laughing, happened, another, occasion, relaxing, opportunity, praise, favors, greatest. Almighty, answer, displeasure, proper fix, thought, curious, forever, stepped forward, bowed low, certainly, thoughtfully, punish, banish, throw, kingdom, Almighty. I have done, I think so, 2 times. So don't write, you write 1 time only. Showing, advantage. On the next page, greater, please, stupidity. So here's some dictation words I have. You will copy this dictation word and please do like till 80,000 or more than 80,000. I told you in the last video, if you'll do 80,000 likes, so I will show you my face and my brother and sister face also, because they are also helping me to do this video. So bye guys, meet you in next video. Bye bye.